What's going on, Dragon Brawlers? Scott Sedman here from London Players Guild. Today I am joined by Peter.
Yay! This time I'm not the one interviewing.
I know I've got to take the reins. It's going to be a train wreck, or it'll go well. Either one will be a good outcome for you guys. So, Peter, we'll get straight into it. You were in Paris this weekend.
Yes, I was. On the screen you can see the picture, the only one that I got the right to use in the video. Maybe I will get the right to share some of the other pictures on our fan page. But yes, that was Friday when we were setting up the hall. The hall was completely empty. There are six of us here. From the left there is George, me, Azim, also from London Players Guild. Anuk, she's responsible for the prize wall. Robin, who's like the Jurgens and Danilo's helper, assistant. I don't know. He always does something, and I actually don't know what's his role. And then person taking the picture, Tiago, who was on the operations team with George and Azim.
Well, that's very nice. That's
So we
a
showed
good
up
little
at
team.
8 a.m. and we're told we can't enter the venue until 10 a.m.
So 2 hours early. Yeah, that's
Yes.
fun.
So I was not part of operation team. I was just showing up with Azim just because I wanted to show up with Azim.
Why not, right?
And
When
essentially,
with Azim.
yeah, I just went with Azim. But when we showed up again at 10, because we just went, played some Dragon Ball in our hotel, which was around the corner. When we showed up again, um, they were short-staffed because, well, they got 2 hours delay, so I was enrolled to help with operations as well. So I did my gym for the weekend, and for the rest of the week I could barely move because all my muscles were stiff.
Oh, bless.
If you're going to try to set up, I think I did around 80 tables and around 200 chairs.
That's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
That
the other guys did way more.
Okay. Yeah, well, it seems like you all came together and had a good time setting up. Why were you there though, Peter? Like your specific reason. You had one role that you had signed up for.
Yes. So initially I signed up as a judge because I know I'm known for being a judge, and then it was pointed out to me that it's a French region, and my Francois is really bad. Although I got a crash course during the weekend, very forceful, but I got a crash course. No, I was a scorekeeper in the end, so I
Okay.
was making sure that everything works. I got the French program, which was my crash course in French and Italian. So yeah, absolutely lovely program. I do hope that that's going to be introduced instead of TCG Meister. That's my statement about that
Yeah, that's
program.
you had a nice program that you could
Yes.
work well with, and it from what I encountered, from what you told me prior to this interview, you had a good time, but a storm coming in. I think we should just address the
This
storm in the room.
so the storm was on Sunday.
Yeah,
Saturday we were perfectly fine. Saturday was working all right. We had 327 players on singles.
it's impressive. That's bigger than any EU event, UK
Uh,
event. Sorry,
I think so, because Coventry
Salford's capped
was
at
closing on
250.
300, wasn't it?
296 was Coventry,
Yeah, so
something
that
like
was the
that.
biggest one we had in English
Yeah,
region
so
altogether.
I mean, it's the biggest non-English event.
Yes, we had 327 players, six judges. We had a first ever female head judge in
Woo!
Dragon Ball. A lovely
That's good.
lady,
That is really good news.
and by the name of Ellen. I probably mispronounced it, but yeah, again, I don't speak French. Yes, all the judges were absolutely amazing, being so understaffed and still working very, very hard. A tad bit inexperienced, but French didn't had many big events, and I don't think any of them ever judged any other card games. They were really hardworking. They were paying attention to everything that was happening. They were doing really good job with the rulings.
We said we had a lot of players there, a lot of players, a lot of potentially players that could play in Salford. Like, what was the French atmosphere like, especially in this post-language change? Were there many English cards there? Were there many Italian cards there? Because
Um,
obviously with French, 47 cards have to be
46.
French. 46.
In other words, they can use 20 English cards.
Yeah. So, like, were there any English variations? Because I
So
assume if
there
you're playing
was
in
one player.
France,
Uh,
okay, carry
there
on.
was one player. I'm not going to be dropping any names in here,
No, of
but he
course.
came to me and told me that because of that change in rules, he did put 20 English cards in his deck. Every
Okay.
card was different.
Okay.
So he put 20 different English cards in his deck.
Right.
So, like, if he had a playset of a card, three would be French, one would be
Oh, okay.
English,
So yeah, okay, just to spice it up, why not? Right.
just to flex the level twos he bought.
Oh, he's got level 2 card. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we probably saw some level 2 counters in English.
Yeah,
Um,
well, that was interesting. No one was asking for translations, from what I know, so that was good.
I mean, I think that's like kind of a good thing about this game is like most of the card art's recognizable. So
Yeah.
like especially the more commonly played. So Topper, you see it in French. You're gonna you know what it does by now in English. You know what I mean? It's not one of those things where you have to go.
Sometimes it does matter because you need to read it. Like on
No,
Friday,
I understand, but I think more common like Senzu Bean. Okay, Topper is a bad example. Senzu Bean, you
yeah,
know what Senzu Bean does.
yeah. No,
Anyone who plays the game.
regarding Topo, on
Yeah.
Friday, someone asked me a ruling question on Topo, and I actually needed
Okay.
to pull up the card to rule it correctly. Did you know that discarding a card to counterattack with Topo is not a cost?
It's not a cost. Wait, what? What? What?
It's a resolution. If you get counter, I know Battering Laser is banned, but if Battering Laser was used against Topo, you don't discard the card from hand.
I thought. Oh wow.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Yeah, I genuinely thought it was considered a cost because I thought it
No,
didn't
it's
trigger
not
if.
because you don't have a colon there or semicolon. It's
Oh
all one
right.
effect. Choose one other card in your hand, discard it, which would imply that if you use it and it's the only card in your hand, you still get the whole effect because you resolve as much of the effect as you can.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
suddenly Topo got better because you can use it as the last card in your hand.
Very interesting. Because that's what Topper needs, right? To be stronger than it was. Um. So
Yeah.
that's the English. Like no Italian cards from what
I don't
for,
think I've seen any Italian cards, no. But
ah.
on the other hand, I was not on the floor. I was,
You're in your Scorekeeper
yes, I
area.
was in registration area. So I
Yeah.
was mostly answering the questions like, why does singles and teams have the same entry fee, but on teams you don't get playmat and you only get one championship pack?
And your response to that was?
Yes. French players are really, really nice, but I noticed one tendency,
Okay.
which I think mostly comes from the fact that the judges are inexperienced in dealing with that problem.
Okay.
People are slow playing. And we're talking like 60-70% every round easily went into time.
Now, okay, when we say slow play,
I
let's
don't
just
know if it's
run by what slow play
intentional
is. I was
or
gonna say there's it's a very fine line between
yes,
intentionally slow playing
I
and
don't
just
know. Because
being.
again, I was not on the floor.
Mm,
I've just heard about, I mean, I've just seen that my result slips. The time is cold and I have 50 tables out of 160. And
yeah, that's a problem.
and I'm
That is
sitting
a
here and
problem.
wondering what is happening.
Okay, miss.
I spoke to the judge team and majority of the time they were not paying much attention to that. I know sometimes they tried, but again they were understaffed. They couldn't take their break. By the end of the day, some of them were so tired that they couldn't give a proper ruling, which no one blames them for, because
No, of course.
six
Like
judges for
exhaustion is
300
a real thing.
players is not enough. Five floor judges and a head judge for 300 players is not enough.
No.
Um, but yeah, the judges did a good job. French players are really nice, just not used to high level events. Now, hopefully, they will travel a bit more because they seem to
Yeah,
be by far the most well built community for Dragon Ball in Europe.
yeah. I
Because
think that's a fair assessment.
last
What
one
other
I
stuff we
want
got?
to talk about is the playmats. Because the playmats look
Oh.
very meh on the
Oh.
image. On the image.
Okay, right. So for those who aren't aware, it is the Vegeta and Goku
Yes, so
blue
in Paris
background.
we've seen Vegeta and Goku, and the winner gets the UI mastered
Mm,
with the winner stamp. And then April and May we're getting the Boo one.
the
So
best one.
now I have really high hopes for the Boo one, because as much as the Goku and Vegeta one looks very flat, the same for the
Mm,
winner one. In person,
they look
they
beautiful.
have such a vibrant coloring. They have a proper effects on them. They look
Oh wow.
amazing. The winner
Well,
one is out of this world.
I mean,
But
you
even
you
the
would hope because it's a winner, Matt.
yes, but the Goku and Vegeta are absolutely beautiful because I got one as a staff member.
Yay!
And right now my expectations for the Boo one are really, really high. Like,
I mean, let's be real, Peter. There's a good reason I'm going to Seville with you, and 60% of that is probably for that boom map.
yes, because that I think in Games Expo you can also get that one, if
Oh,
I'm not
okay, but
mistaken.
still, but
And
still,
people in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, will get that. Yes,
nah,
I'm not
it's
sure
just
when is Bologna. Can't
it's a good looking map. It's a good
can't
looking
say
map.
when is Bologna off the top of my head. But yeah, those playmats I love them. They're still the thin kind, but the
Mm,
coloring, I think I know what they're doing. They're uploading the subpar images on purpose
just
to
so
make
they
sure
can look better.
so no one can
Oh, and no
copy
one could
them.
steal them. Yeah,
Yeah. So I
and I
think
think that's a
that's what
smart
it
way of
is.
doing it.
I I'm way more I prefer to be surprised with something better than the
Yeah, then being
advertised.
disappointed, right? Right. I
Yeah.
think we can all agree on that.
I'm so happy about that. 327 players and 183 for teams, 61 teams. We ran out of
That's really
space.
good.
We
Yeah,
ran out
that's
of
really
space.
good.
We had more people who wanted to play teams. We ran out of space.
Which is good because I really like the teams format. I think it's something that Bandai really need to look into developing a bit more, and giving a bit more support to. But honestly, like coming out of France, like reassures people because now with the ruling of being allowed to use multilingual cards, I think we're going to see more people wanting to go over to France and play, and vice versa.
I think,
And
yes, we're going to see community starting bonding between the different languages finally.
definitely, and I think Brussels was a big step to that.
Yes, Brussels was a testing ground for this.
Mm,
So, but yes, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just a
yeah.
couple of shout outs to Card Market for organizing the event, to Danilo, Jürgen, and Robin for all the help with organization, to Ali for sharing a printer with me for the whole event, um, and to our opt team, which was Tiago, George, and Azim. The guys did absolutely brilliant job on Sunday when we had the storm problem. And finally, to our French judges and the French committee manager, Pauline, who also showed up. She said her hellos. And yes, head judge Ellen, John, Guillaume, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that properly, Michelle, Sebastian, and I'm missing someone. I'm sorry, I didn't caught all the names. I know I'm missing someone. I'm really sorry I'm missing your name, but also a shout out to you.
Well, we will refer to them as the missing one.
Yes, you're going to be the
The
missing
missing
one.
one.
The missing no. I found the missing them. Yes, shout out and to everyone else I was interacting with, all the players, all the other judges and staff members. It was amazing meeting you guys either again or for the first time. I'm looking forward to meeting you all again on one of the events around because I'm going to be at, I think, all of the card market series this year. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night.
There we go. See you all in the next video. What's going up? What's going up? No, that's fine. We can keep it rolling. I'll put that at the end of the video. It's fine. Keep rolling.